man is declared dead at an accident. Seen an hours later, he's found alive, standing in the woods. Azik and T explained how he survived, but he keeps repeating one phrase: "It followed me back." I'm about to show you the footage. It all started with a single car crash on a deserted rural road. The driver, let's call him Mr. Harding, was pronounced dead right there at the scene. His family was notified, and his body was transported to the coroner. Standard procedure. But then, 8 hours later, a hunter stumbles upon a man standing motionless between the trees, just a mile from the crash site. He's alive, but severely dehydrated and disoriented. The hunter calls it in, and when authorities arrive, they run his ID. It's him. It's Mr. Harding, the same man currently logged as deceased in the county morgue. The hospital was baffled. The medical exam showed absolutely no signs consistent with the injuries that supposedly killed him. His blood oxygen levels were normal, his vitals stable. Back at the coroner's office, they were just as confused. Their logbook clearly showed that a body, identified as Harding, was taken from the scene, cataloged, and placed into a refrigerated drawer. But then security footage from a gas station near the woods surfaces. It shows a figure walking stiffly toward the forest at 4:12 a.m. The posture, the gait's a perfect match for the man they found. How can a dead man walk out of a morgue? And that's when investigators found the detail everyone else missed. A lab techs discovered microscopic particles embedded deep under Mr. Harding's fingernails. It wasn't dirt. It was a specialized paint, used exclusively for industrial coatings on military-grade satellite dishes. Stranger still, his watch had stopped at exactly 3:13 a.m. It only started ticking again at 11:07 a.m., leaving a completely unaccounted for gap of 7 hours and 54 minutes. Time just vanished. The mystery only deepened at the morgue. Staff reviewed the autopsy photos of the body they had processed. They insisted it wasn't the same person. The man in their photos was missing a unique birthmark that the returned Mr. Harding clearly had. Security footage from inside the morgue offered one final chilling clue. At 2:50 a.m., a technician dressed in black enters the cold storage area. He leaves just 4 minutes later. But according to the facility's electronic badge records, that technician never swiped out. He never left the building. But before we play the hunter's shaky phone footage of finding him standing in the trees, you have to hear what the man whispered the moment medics first touched him. As they wrapped him in a thermal blanket, Mr. Harding looked one of them in the eyes and said, "It's patient. It waits." It takes a step when you look away. Neurologists chalked it up to a dissociative episode from the trauma, but they couldn't find any physical cause. A forensic specialist, however, recognized the particles from his fingernails as residue from decontamination protocols used in high radiation zones. Finally, we have the hunter's video. It's grainy, but you can clearly see the man standing still, almost unnaturally so. He slowly turns his head toward the camera, and for just a split second behind him, in the dark space between two trees, a faint, almost translucent smear seems to hang in the air, before collapsing back into nothing like a puff of smoke. Medics later noted a small rectangular impression on Harding's collar, almost like a bite mark, that appeared and then slowly faded over the next few hours. In the end, the case was officially closed as an unexplained survival. The morgue later reported that the original corpse, the one without the birthmark, had been misfiled and could not be located. So what do you think happened? Is it a miracle or evidence of something far, far stranger? Let me know in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for more unexplained cases. Thanks for watching.